Hello people, greetings. It is the end of April, which is absolutely bonkers because it feels like it's still like the beginning of March. I don't love it, to be honest, but it's okay. We're dealing with it one day at a time. I, like many people, made a TBR for April. See what I mean? And I have read, I think, one book off of it so far. So let's see how many books I can read in a little more than a week before the end of April, just to see if I can finish it, you know? Here is the rest of my TBR. Not pictured are my Casey West book that I did finally manage to get my hands on because it has been a hassle because apparently everyone wants to read her books right now. I don't blame them, they're amazing, but normally I have a pick of the litter when I want to read one of her books. I can just go to Libby and be like, all right, I want to read this one, and I just download them and borrow them. There's no wait times, but there's wait times now because apparently people want to read them, so I'm not mad. It just was a hassle, but I got On the Fence, which I have read before, but if it's a Casey West book, I've read it before, so I'm excited to read that one. That one I'll probably listen to at work this week, so I'm not really stressed about that. And then I also have Oversea Under Stone by Suzanne Cooper. This is the first book in the Dark is Rising sequence, and I also managed to get this one on audiobook, so I'll probably listen to this one at work, which takes a little bit of strain off the physical books I need to read, right? So that leaves us with, oh wait, not this one. That one is a different book I'm reading with my boyfriend. That leaves us with 4 books that I need to read. Don't need to, but I wanted to read by the end of this month. So let's go through them really quick. We've got Sister of the Bride by Beverly Cleary. This one I'm actually feeling very drawn towards right now, which is funny. The girl who's getting married in this book, her name is Rosemary. Now I really want to read this book, like, even more. Okay, and then we have The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nielsen. My boyfriend recommended this to me, and his recommendations, they're always good. Always good. I've always really enjoyed them, so I am excited to read this one, but I'm not sure if I want to read a physical book right now. I don't know why, I just have not been feeling physical book-y right now, but I think it's mostly because I have a headache, which means I hit my head recently, which means I'm not feeling 100% myself, and reading books kind of makes it worse when I have a headache. Speaking of which, I need to take some ibuprofen for that. But I am excited to read this one. And then I also have The House of Many Ways by Diane Wynne-Jones, which is the 3rd book in the House Moving Hostel series. If I don't get to this one, I'm not so mad, but I know I will enjoy it, so I want to read it. I think the one that is most likely not to be read this month is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Granfeld, because I wanted to read this book and I am interested. It is just low priority right now. Like, when I get to this book, I will get to it and I'll probably enjoy it, maybe. Who knows? It's just not super important to me. Those are the books kind of on my radar. Right now, I think I'm gonna take, honestly, I just need a super easy book because I have a headache and I just feel kind of terrible, honestly. So I think I'm gonna take this one with me because I'm going into town right now. I'm probably gonna make this into a little bit of a, can I finish this book, and also what I'm doing. So I'll give you a little bit of a vlog-y video just because it's fun. And I like editing them, editing those more than just plain reading videos. So probably gonna take this one into town with me. Today is the day after Easter, and yesterday we did end up doing Easter stuff with my family, which we were supposed to do it today, and so now I have no idea what we're doing, and that's kind of stressing me out, but that's fine. I want to go into town and see if I can get any half off Easter candy because that's fun, and I'm trying to live my life in ways that are fun. I'll probably take this with me, and then after, I don't know, after I finish it or start it, I'll let you know how I'm feeling. Beverly Cleary's books are really easy, so this will probably be a very brainless book. Yesterday, though, I read Pat of Silverbush. I reread it, and I just want to pick up the 2nd book. But I'm telling myself I need to read at least one more book off my TBR before I can read that book. So I might be reading some Ella Montgomery also this week, and I have a couple other audiobooks I'm listening to, so if I end up listening to those, I'll tell you about them. This is not just can I finish my TBR, it's also can I read books that are making me interested and not slumpy, because I am dangerously walking that line because I'm feeling a little bit depressed, and whenever I'm depressed, I don't really want to read books. So I need to read easy, fast rereads, books that are fun, books that don't make me feel stressed while I read them. We're just trying to keep it calm and chill. Anyway, I'm gonna go get the door and let's make some food because I'm rather hungry. I normally eat food before now in the day, but I slept in, so I skipped my breakfast.
Come on, and dance with me, baby. I wanna be last, yeah. Baby, let me be your last biscuit. See you again, just don't feel right. And I'm like, never thought I hurt so bad. Getting over you,
I actually turned off my music. Guys, I was so worried I wasn't gonna find anything, but at the first store I went to, I already found some half off Easter stuff, and there was a ton of jelly beans because I bought these for an Easter egg hunt that I did with my family, and I had like 4 of them, and I was like, wait a second, I should have got some for me because I always like jelly beans more than I remember that I like them, you know? I got some gummy bunnies for my boyfriend because he is a gummy fanatic. And I was looking at these earlier and I didn't get one because they were expensive, but look, it's a little pot that's a bunny, and they had ones with pink ears, but I think those sold out because they were the cutest. But it was between this and a blue, like a pink nose purple, and I thought the blue was cuter. So love this. This was only $2. I think it was like at least 5 before. And then these were not with the Easter sale, but they were $1. So that's the cheapest they ever go. So you have to get them when they're cheap, you know, these jelly beans, because they're also amazing. And I was like, wait, I should have bought some for me. So I'm happy with these, and none of them are cinnamon. I hate cinnamon. So we already have a fantastic haul, and it's only been 1 store. We still have 2 more to go to, but I would stop here if I didn't need stuff at both the other 2 stores. So let's see how much more I can collect. All right, second store done. It's so cute. How could I pass it up? It's a basket that's a bunny. I know it's supposed to be for Easter, but it has a tail. I'm gonna use this for literally everything all year long. I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna put everything else in this basket. Peanut butter eggs. This is more than I hoped for, actually. There's so many Reese's left, which I'm actually kind of really surprised about because Reese's are good, but I'm just not, they don't have the Reese's eggs, and that's what I want in my soul, you know? But I found these. Second best option. So good. And then I got the peanut ones for my boyfriend because he likes these better. And then, so I won't eat his and he won't eat mine, you know? And then I found some gift bags for 34 cents. Amazing. Definitely gonna use those next year, or, you know, whenever. I can save them forever, you know? Blueberry bagels, because that is what I eat before work. And then it is a carrot chapstick, and it's Lip Smacker, which I don't think I own anything from that brand, but I could not pass it up because it was so cute, and I wanted to buy all of them that were there, but I cannot let my chapstick buying brain win. It is so cute. It looks like Judy Hopps' pen. Oh, it is so perfect. It's carrot cake flavored. I might need to go back and get another one. I love it so much. This is going in my bag immediately. That is adorable. I never knew that I was a person who collected chapsticks until like 2 years ago when I realized that I have a problem. And you know, to go along with that problem, Hello Kitty chapsticks. They're so cute. They had so many other ones too. I was like this close to buying another one, and then another one. There was like 2 other kinds. But the thing is, I don't need that many chapsticks, you know? I might need them, but I don't need them. Guavalicious Day, Raspberry Roll, Cherry Sweet. So cute. These are all going in my bag, by the way, because I don't want them to melt. I found a Bluey bunny basket, which is just so cute. And honestly, I'm probably going to keep it myself, but it has, well, I cannot see this at all. It has Bluey in a basket, and it says you can decorate it with the stickers that are in the back. So cute. Love it. I found these plates for 26 cents. So cute. One more store. Can I even get any better than this? Like, I feel like I've gotten almost anything I need, except for Cadbury, but I kind of given up hope on Cadbury. I don't think I'm gonna find anything. And I also really want a bunny statue, but I don't know if there's gonna be any. If there's gonna be any on sale, it's gonna be at Walmart though, so let's go see. I can finally say I did not realize my bunny jingled, but I'm not mad about that. I found so much stuff there. Number one, I found this adorable bunny that I just realized is permanently looking to the side. That's okay. It's really cute. Her name's Spark, according to this. No, actually it doesn't have a name. Well, I'm calling him Sparky. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I like him a lot. I was holding him the whole time I was in the store. So cute. A Bluey cup with, I think they're just like Smarty things inside, but I thought I'd give it to my sibling because they're obsessed with Bluey, along with me. And I like my siblings. For my boyfriend, I found some gummy ring pops, which honestly just looked fun. I found some pencils, which are always just so cute. And these ones have like little bunnies and little eggs on them and chickens. So cute. And then I got, you know, I needed my hair, skin, and nail vitamins. I found some icebreakers that I think are orange cream pop. I was about to leave and give up. And that's what I found Cadbury mini caramel eggs. I'm so excited. I wanted these so bad. They had a ton of the cream eggs, but I don't like the cream eggs. They don't taste very good. And I found caramel eggs. I'm so excited I could cry. They weren't on like the biggest sale. This was like the lowest sale price that I've seen like anywhere. It was only like 25% off, which is still fine. You know, it's still on sale, but they ended up being, I think, $6 for the 2 of these, which is still good, but not as good as I wanted, but it's okay. It's fine. Anyway, I'm so excited. Now I need to get out of this car. And by get out of this car, I mean probably just go home. I have too much chocolate to stay in town much longer. It's gonna melt, and I don't want that. So I'm probably just gonna do editing at my boyfriend's house because I like him. I lied, we're not done. I went back to Smith's and I got another. I couldn't not, okay? I couldn't not. They're too cute. It tastes too good. I don't know if I'm ever gonna see them again. I had to get another one just in case. And then I also got sprinkles because I saw them the first time and I was like, I should get them, and I didn't. So sprinkles, which will be useful when I'm in my own house. Those never expire. And then these are also on sale for 70 cents, which I'm not sure how good that is, but I really like caramel milk chocolate, so I'm trying that. And then I really regretted not getting this because they're little calico critters, and I've never bought a blind bag before, and I saw someone open one earlier today and I was like, that looks like so much fun. So let's open this really quick. Oh, it's so cute. I think I got a Henry, and Henry has a little pot for his ear. You can see why people like these so much. It's so hot in here, by the way. I'm dying. For some reason, it just like got super hot out of nowhere. My poor chocolate. I need to go. I need to get home. I really do. I cannot keep doing this anymore. It's so cute. Oh, I love it. Okay. I can't. Why am I getting so many things today? I don't need any of this. Any of this. And yet I have so much. It's so cute though. They're so cute. I remember getting little things like this when I was younger and just loving it so much. Oh, and you can mark off how many you have. I don't have enough money for this. I don't. Well, drat. Now we have yet another adorable thing. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, there's one more store I want to go to. It's like a local gas station, and sometimes they have stuff on sale, so we're gonna go see there, and then I'm legitimately going home after that. Actually going home. Can you see how red I am? I'm dying, which means my chocolate is probably also melting, and we don't want that. Hi guys, I lied. I did not go to another store. I instead didn't, because I was like, you know what, I've spent more than enough money on this, and I got everything that I wanted to get, and if I buy anything else, it's going to be overkill at this point, so I just came back home, and now I'm editing. I'm staring at my computer right now. My boyfriend just called me, and he's like, hey, I'm at Wendy's, do you want anything? And I'm like, okay, maybe like a sandwich? I don't know, like a chicken sandwich. He's like, alright, I'll get it for you, love it, bye. I have no idea why he's in town. He was hanging out with his cousins, so I guess that's why. I'm editing this video and it is getting close to an hour long and I still have so many more clips. Why do I record myself so much? Like, why? I also haven't started reading at all, which is what this video is supposed to be. I guess it's just kind of turning into a vlog. But anyway, I'm tired. I also just realized my period's about to start, so I'm not very happy about that, if I'm gonna be honest, but it's okay. If it needs to start, it's better for it to start than to wait forever and cause my hormones to just... But it makes sense why I woke up with a ton of anxiety today, because that would do it. Also, I've been in the sun, like, just a little bit more recently, and from this far away you can see my freckles, which they've been so, like, light, like, even compared to, like, me on the screen right now. It's so weird to see just so many freckles. Hi, greetings. It is now Tuesday? Yes, it is. I'm so tired. I finished listening to Squirrel Meets World. It's like a squirrel girl book by Shannon Hale, and it's like a Marvel comic, but it's a book. It was really cute. I liked it a lot. I was finished listening to that at work, which is not on my TBR, but I was already listening to it, so I finished that. And then I started listening to On the Fence by Casey West, which is on my TBR because I wanted to read a Casey West book this month, I guess. I read a review somewhere, or it was like a TikTok that said it's basically a pick-me girl, and now I can't unsee it, specifically the beginning of the book, but it's not. It's really not, but I can see why people would think that, and it's kind of hard to unsee it. It's still good though. I still really love the book. It's one of my favorite ones actually, but I'm like halfway through that one now because I'm listening to it on double time speed, you know. And then I also read some more of this book, which I just realized I haven't given you my thoughts like at all because I started listening to it, reading it yesterday. So the plot of this book is that I didn't realize it was in high school, but it's a younger sister of a girl who's getting married. and the girl who's getting married's name is Rosemary, which is so fun because I have a younger sister. And so in the book, it's talking about Rosemary, all her getting married and everything, and it is so bonkers because it's like I'm looking through my sister's eyes at myself, and it is so weird because I'm like, I'm so sorry if you feel like this way, because oh my goodness, I am similar-ish to the Rosemary in this book, but it's really cute so far. It's really funny because it's basically like the younger sister wants to be acknowledged and get attention, but she feels like her older sister gets to do all the fun stuff, and then when it becomes her time, no one really notices, and so she's like basically stressed out for her sister about her sister's wedding because she's like thinking like, oh, it's gotta be like this and this and that. It's pretty fun. I'm liking it a lot. It's really short, and I think there's actually more in this series apparently, but I don't know if they're like interconnected, if they're just like some of her books that they like basically were like, these are all about marriage and love, let's stick these together as a series. But I'm liking it a lot, and I probably will find the rest of them somewhere and read them or listen to them. I think that's all the book stuff I have to update y'all on. Today is my 3-year anniversary of dating my boyfriend, and so we're gonna go watch Pride and Prejudice, the Keira Knightley version, which historically I have not liked because I was a prick. Actually, no, because I was a judgmental teenager, and so anything that didn't like follow my own, I didn't put my face cream on. I just realized my skin feels really dry, and I'm like, I didn't put my moisturizer on. Anything that didn't like follow my exact love and the book to a T, I was like, I hate this. This is terrible. It's not good at all. And so I'm gonna rewatch it, and hopefully I'll have a different opinion because I do know the cinematography is beautiful and it'll be so pretty in theaters because it's the 20th anniversary remaster or something, I don't know. So we're gonna go see that in theaters in about a little less than an hour. Actually, I need to get over to my boyfriend's right now, but I got distracted because I was doodling in my journal. So yay! I'm trying to let myself do my reading journal when I want to do it because it's really good for me to do the things I want to do when I can do them, within reason. That's what my boyfriend and I are gonna do. So I have some candy to take in because it's so much more fun to take your own candy into theaters. But I have a ton of Easter candy. We definitely are not gonna eat all of this, but it's just fun to bring a bunch of candy, And then we also have, I think, one of those refillable popcorn buckets that we're gonna use because he loves popcorn. I don't love it, but he does, so we have to get it for him. Mr. Darcy.
That was the best movie ever. I am now Jane Austen fan.
Oh, are you now?
No,
he hated it.
So today, guys, we're gonna be working on a go-kart. But you have to remember, wear gloves, because if you don't, you're gonna get fiberglass all in your arms and hands.
Which is what he did. I can't close this.
Also, we sneak in candy because we're childs, and I refuse to pay $4 for something this price.
Yeah. We went to the gas station and we found more half-off Easter candy because I showed them my entire saga of finding Easter candy earlier this week. We found even more. So we got these ones because he likes sour.
No,
and then
I
I
just wanted to
found.
try it.
Well, also because you like sour.
I mean, I don't like sour that much anymore. I like
That's true.
I like like those gummies that I got for the Easter Bunny gummies.
Like the trolley?
I like those ones because they're sweet, but they're not like as sour unless you eat 20 of them and then your tongue dies. But
The ones that Heather, those ones, it was horrible.
how do you like those ones?
No. Those ones were different. The ones that I like are the
Sour
Sour
Patch
Patch Kids. They weren't Sour Patch. Those were different. They were long. The Sour Patch Kids
I
are
know,
like
but
little
I'm
smiles.
pretty sure those were Sour Patch Kids.
Nuh-uh. It was like a punch of sour to my face.
Maybe they're called Sour Punch Kids.
Then it might have been Sour Punch Kids. I don't know.
Sour Punch. It could have been
Anyway,
Sour Punch.
I still do not like that adaptation. It's still beautiful, but I don't like Keira Knightley. Don't like Keira Knightley's
I don't like
rendition.
Keira Knightley.
We both don't like Keira Knightley.
I just don't like looking at her because she reminds
Yeah,
me of...
she smiles weird. Like
No.
that's
See,
what bothered me. But you
Really?
couldn't.
You're gonna get all the haters if you say she smells weird.
No, I won't.
Yeah, because they're gonna look at you and be like,
I have literally 48 subscribers. They
yeah,
went down
and they're
too.
all- you went down too?
Yeah. I'm actually not mad about it because I know a lot of them are just like random, like family members or something that decided to subscribe because mom told everyone that I had one.
Why would they unsubscribe from you?
Because they don't care.
Who would unsubscribe from you?
I don't know. I don't know who did, but I'm not mad.
No.
They won't see this anyway because I'm probably cutting it out.
Good. I think I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
I was thinking, so I haven't seen it. What is it called? Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, where it has Lily James. I think Keira Knightley should have played Elizabeth in that one because she looks like she just wants to stab him with a sword constantly.
Yes.
And then Lily James would have been a fantastic Elizabeth in this movie. And then I would have been pretty much fine with pretty much all the casting, except I still do not find that Mr. Darcy attractive.
She only
at all.
She only got in that movie because of how popular Pirates was.
Yeah, probably.
We just have to Google that. I'm pretty sure it came before.
When did Pirates of the Caribbean come out?
This came out 20 years ago. So it's 2005.
It's 2005. So when did I think Pirates of the Caribbean was around the same time?
I think it was before. They should have had Snape. Why didn't Snape play in it?
Well, Snape's in the Sense and
I wonder if
Sensibility.
he died.
He has actually.
I know he died, but
Yeah. No, he had died by then. He died like 5 years ago, I think. I know.
2020?
I think actually it was around there.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. So, of all of the Pride and Prejudice adaptations I've made you watch so far, which one did you hate the
don't
least?
even remember. I think I've only seen 2, my dear.
Okay. We're gonna count Wives and Daughters because it's kind of Jane Austen-y. This one,
I liked Mr. Malcolm's List.
that one was really good. I like that one a lot, actually.
Jane Austen.
Well, it was Regency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I made you watch the Emma one, where If No Starts Bleeding. Did you not like that one?
I don't remember it.
Okay, I made you
I
watch.
like the guy because he looked like that singer dude.
Yeah.
The
What's the other dude?
dancing in
Ed
the
Sheeran.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
He did look like Ed Sheeran a little bit. I made you watch this one. This one's my probably least favorite of all the adaptations I made you
Happy
watch.
anniversary.
And then I made you watch Sense and Sensibility, which you got bored and fell asleep and were grumpy the whole time.
Was I grumpy?
A little bit. You were like really interested until you couldn't figure out what was going on because it's like a really long story and
When it
it's
was
really
quiet,
intricate.
I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
And we were folding socks. And we're watching a
Probably.
really small TV too.
Probably, yeah. So,
I wasn't grumpy. Your mom was there.
no, that was when I made you watch the Pride and Prejudice adaptation. We watched the first episode.
What?
Yeah, I made you watch Pride and Prejudice. Sense and Sensibility, I made you watch at your house because I bought it on my YouTube account. Anyway, I think this one's your least favorite, and I think the one that you liked the most was the Emma one.
The one I liked the most was the OG one, folding socks.
Okay. Well, then we have to keep watching it if you like that
No.
one the most.
One.
Well, do you want to read the book then? It's really good.
No, I don't like romance.
Okay.
They're so boring and cliche.
Well, no, hers aren't cliche because they're the original.
They're very cliche.
They're only cliche because they were written like 200, 300, I don't remember how many years ago, and everyone's parodied them since.
Probably, but I bet who wasn't popular about them.
They weren't popular when they were written.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same with, I think, well, actually, Little Women was pretty much an instant success. What do you want to do now?
Either go home or go to the Institute.
Okay. Are your arms gonna die if you play pickleball?
No.
Or the genius? Okay, let's go. Did that count?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fair. Let's go to your side for a second.
I know, it went over.
Fine.
Alright, 3-2.
Alright.
Dang it.
I almost hit it back too. Can you tell my cramps hit me so hard today? I've had the worst cramps and nothing to show for it, if you get my gist. And it is just the worst because about every 4 or 5 periods, I'll just have one where I will get the worst cramps before I even like have any red stuff. And it just feels like it's cheating at that point. It's like, why? And I did take as much ibuprofen as I'm allowed to take for another, I don't know, 4 hours maybe. I was like standing there trying not to cry for most of work, but I did finish another book. Go me. I finished reading Overseen Under Stone by Suzanne Cooper, and actually it was pretty good. I think it was a little bit older than middle grade. And at first I thought it was going to be like Narnia, but it wasn't. It kind of has the same vibes though, because the At least the reader had an English accent and it was fun to listen to. It followed like these kids who are following like a treasure map, and it was actually really interesting, and I did enjoy listening to it, but because I felt so horrible, I didn't enjoy it as much as I could have. So I gave it 3.5 stars, but if the rest of the series is pretty good, I'll probably enjoy that. Probably finish that series later. Also, last night I finished listening to On the Fence by Casey West because I wanted to listen to a book while I was feeling terrible, and I played a phone game and listened to a book, and I finished that. Still a good book, still rated at 5 stars because of the nostalgia and also because it is a genuinely good book. And I think now I just have the rest of this one, which I'm about halfway through. I'll probably make some more headway on that today. I have rest of that one. I have Howl's Moving Castle number 3, House of Many Ways, which I did actually manage to get an audiobook, which is amazing because any books that I can audiobook while I'm at work, the best, absolutely the best. So I'll listen to that one probably tomorrow, and then I think that's all the audiobooks I could get my hands on for this month's TBR. But I think after that I only have the False Prince, Remarkably Rare Creatures. So this actually might be doable because I think I have exactly a week left until next month. So if I manage to get these all read, I'm gonna think that I'm amazing, honestly. Plus I've also edited the full vlog that I made. And I'm so proud of myself because I finished it and then I started editing it the same day. And I don't think I've ever done that before. And I'm so proud of myself. Now I'm gonna go eat my salad because I made a salad and I'm so excited to eat it. And then I'm gonna go to the Institute, and then I'm gonna upload, download all that stuff. And then I'm gonna go curl up in my bed and probably cry for the rest of the day because the tears are right behind my eyes because I was in pain for most of work today, and it was to the point that I didn't even finish all of dishes because normally I do my dishes and then any other dishes that are there, and this time I just did my dishes. Actually, I left 3 of my dishes because I couldn't anymore. I was so done. But I did the majority of mine, and we're calling that good because I'm feeling so bad today. If all goes well though, hopefully this will be the only bad day. Hi people, it is a couple days later because after that last clip, you know, I had all of the good intentions of filming myself reading a book. I did. And then I went home and I took a shower, and then I went to my boyfriend's house and I was just sitting there reading a book, and I started feeling worse and worse and worse, and my shoulder started hurting and my stomach started hurting. And I've been like out for a day and a half since then. It's been a full day. It's now the next day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I took 2 days off work. It has not been fun. Something was going on with my shoulder, and it was like, it's still kind of hurting, but not as bad. It's like, I don't know, started here in my neck, and it just like radiating pain, and it was like going down to my ribs and making so I couldn't breathe deeply because it sent like jolting pains through me, and it's still kind of hurting. But it's nowhere near as bad as it was yesterday because it was gotten to the point where I couldn't really sleep. But I was able to sleep last night, and it was so nice. So anyway, what I've read the past couple days. So I finished Sister of the Bride by Beverly Cleary. I did enjoy it. I rated it 4 stars, but I finished it as I was, feeling terrible, so that probably affected it just a bit because I was feeling horrible. And then I started listening to House of Many Ways by Diane Wynne Jones, which is the 3rd book in the Howl's Moving Castle. It's interesting so far, but it's definitely a book I want to listen to while I'm doing cleaning or something, and I just feel like terrible, to be honest, and I do not want to do cleaning today. So probably listen to that next week. I also started reading Reunion, which is not on my TBR for this month, but it is on my spring TBR. So we're counting that as good, and I needed a reread that made me feel happy because I was feeling so horrible yesterday. And I've read 118 pages. I think there's only like 200 pages in this book. It's very, very short, but it is honestly one of my favorite books in the whole world. And I just managed to take a shower and wash my hair, and I'm feeling just loads better, but I'm still not feeling great. And I'm so bored of sitting here, but I also think leaving the house today would be terrible because every time I move a bunch, this just like starts hurting again, and so I don't want to move too much and hurt myself. I also started watching 10 Things I Hate About You. Not How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. 10 Things I Hate About You. And I'm liking it, but I don't understand why there's so much swearing. Well, I just remembered I took my necklace off yesterday because my mom was giving me massages every like 3 hours because my shoulder hurts so bad. My mom is the best. I've been not feeling great. This has been such an interesting reading vlog, but now I'm actually gonna film myself reading a book. It's gonna happen. I'm trying to like sit up for a bit because I'm going stir crazy. I've been in my room for forever, and normally I leave the house at least 2 times a day, and I have not done that for the past couple days, and it's I have to leave the house at some point. I go stir crazy. So my room is a mess because I've been sick for a couple days, and I've obviously been not doing anything because I've been feeling terrible. Hello, sun. So I need to clean my room, and my boyfriend's hanging out with his cousin today. So I have a little bit of a free time, whereas I was gonna go hang out with him right now, but I guess I'll hang out with him later. I'm trying to decide, I should probably clean my room first before I film a video, just mentally, so I feel better. So let's put on a book. I finished Reunion last night. So good. 5 stars again. I think every time I read it, it increases a star rating, so now it's like at 8 stars or something like that. I have literally no idea how many times I've read that book. My hair is doing a thing today. I should probably put it in a braid or something. I think I want to listen to, because I was gonna listen to House of Anyways, but now my boyfriend's listening to it, and he keeps messing up the spots where we are, because he's silly. I love him so much though. I'm trying to decide if I think I might listen to Powerful, because I have an idea for a video about that, but I need to read that book first so I can have the full scope of the entire world and get a actual proper research paper kind of thing. And I'm actually going to write a paper, and I'm actually very excited about it. And then I'm going to give, you know those YouTubers that give like those long thought out, like almost video essays? I want to do on Powerful and how I would change it. Not Powerful, Powerless, the entire series, because a lot of it's good, but a lot of it is like, you could have easily fixed this, and why didn't you? Anyway, I think I might listen to that book, see if I can make the CD player work for it. If it doesn't work for it, then I might just find out how to listen to it some other way. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do some tinkling. We'll figure it out.
Simon & Schuster presents Powerful by Lauren Roberts.
Cool.
I would hate to proclaim that he's the largest man I've ever seen if he isn't truly worthy of the title.
Is this the girl?
So, no, that is definitely a giant man, she panted breath. A tangled strand of hair whips me in the face when I turn back towards the street sprawled before me.
Okay, I got this. It immediately stopped working. Do I really have to buy another one of these audiobooks? I really don't want to. Like, really don't want to. I just remember the trick where you, as I used to say as a child, you haw on it. See if this works. It does have a scratch in it though.
Men, women, and wandering children jump out of my path.
I'm so smart.
Though most look...
Okay. Do you know what this one's called?
It is called Pink Rose, Pink Propose.
Proposal, yes. I thought I was gonna have way more yarn to crochet with, but I guess I was at like the very, very, very end of my skein. So I only had like 10 minutes of crocheting. Which is fine. I have to read the horror.
Oh, I didn't know you had a gnome bag.
Yeah, I tried to fix it because I didn't like how it was baseball, but it's not working. So, because I tried to use my fabric markers.
Yeah, it looks like
Looks like he got sick. No.
He looks like one of those hives, and then he's gonna attack you.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a pocket on it, and then I'm gonna draw a gnome on this side.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll draw a gnome on the pocket. I don't think I was.
If you like to walk with potatoes.
If a squash can make you smile, bum bum bum. I have a cookie left?
Okay, you want this cookie?
Oh, I forgot I had a cookie.
Mine tastes freezer burnt though.
Oh, it smells freezer burnt. I should have eaten this like 3 days ago. I was sick 3 days ago. It still tastes fine. Do you want half of it, dear? Did you finish your pickle? Your big pickle?
No, I didn't finish it. That thing was so salty.
That was a really big pickle.
Like, punches you in the face.
It's a huge pickle.
That was weird. I was like, this is good. Bang! I don't know why I like to buy pickles when I go to the... There's a pickle you could buy at movie theaters.
Yes.
And I would buy it just for the fun of it.
It doesn't seem like a very movie theater-y product.
I know, that's why I bought it.
I have so many split ends in my hair again. Not on the bottom, but on the side where I had like all my layers. And now I need to trim out my layers, which is actually fine, but...
Man, I haven't been hit like that for a long time.
Hit it with a pickle in the face?
Well, just where like some flavor hits you in the face. Usually it's just like a, then you can moderate it. But I don't where it's like I chew them, you hit, and then I hit my taste palates.
Sometime, my dear, do you want to do a video with me where you pick the books that I read and then I tell you about them?
Okay.
Just for fun.
Like one of the books I know about?
Yeah, you just be like, hey, you should read this book and this book. And then I read them.
Okay.
And talk about them. I don't know. Your hands are so cold. Your hands are freezing. What were you holding?
Pickle.
A really cold pickle.
There's never been a girl like Betty Hill.
Can you tell how gloomy it is out there? Look at that. That's overcast, which is making me feel like I don't want to get out of bed. And can you tell how dark it is in my room? It's 10 o'clock right now. It should be light. To be fair, I also haven't turned on any lights, so, you know, kind of on me. I'm feeling so gloomy right now. It's probably the weather, partially. And it's also partially because I desperately don't want to go back to work tomorrow because that's a thing, but that's fine. I'm tired and I don't want to be awake, to be honest. But I have so many things I need to do today. And I have 3 days left in this month to read books. And I need to give you a little update on what I'm reading. Don't mind me. I'm in my pajamas because it's been hard to get up this morning. But I am a couple of pages through False Prince. I'm going to be honest. I could have read so much more the last couple days. And I just didn't. Because I'm feeling... Well, I felt sick, to be fair. And then I'm also feeling like gloomy and stressed and sad. So I just didn't want to do much reading. But it's okay. We're giving myself a break because it's alright. It doesn't matter all too much. But like I told you, my boyfriend's listening to my audiobook of Passive Many Ways. And I don't want to start listening to another audiobook. So I'm letting him finish it, and then I'm going to keep finishing, like, listening to it. Although I have the physical copy. I could just read the physical copy. But for some reason, I'm, like, committed to listening to it. It doesn't matter. But I am 78% of the way through this one. It is interesting so far, but it is much more middle grade than I expected. It is YA, but it reads more middle grade, and I do think it's going to be interesting, but I'm just in that, like, beginning slog. We're getting to know the characters and the world, because it's like a trilogy. Anyway, I can get the sense it's going to be good. I'm just sad and depressed. And then that leaves us with one book left that I'm probably not going to get to this month because I'm tired. The octopus one. Remarkably Rare Creatures. You're sitting on it right now. I don't think I'm going to get to that this month, which honestly, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm so tired. I have so many things I want to do right now, but at the same time I want to do nothing. Have you ever felt that way? I feel that way all the time. I think what I need to do is I just need to get out of my house because it's making me feel so sad to be here. So I think if I get out of my house, get ready for the day, you know, go into town, do all my errands, I'll feel better and I can jumpstart my brain out of whatever fog it's in right now. It's also a problem because I hate all my clothes. This is a common occurrence, but it is especially a problem today because, I don't know. You know, there's days when you just kind of wake up and you're like, I want to feel cute today. And then you don't like any of your clothes. It's a problem. To be fair, I don't own many clothes anymore, so I don't have a lot of options. And I don't own a lot of clothes because my size has drastically changed over the years, and now I just do not weigh what I used to weigh, so I don't fit anything that I used to own that I thought was cute. It's okay though. We're fine. Okay, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna stop being gloomy. My hair looks... yeah, that's my update on books for you. I also listened to a bit of Powerful the other day, but that's a book that I'm gonna listen to probably while I'm sitting here at my desk doing stuff or crocheting, So I don't know if I'm gonna finish it in the next bit. I want to finish it soon because honestly, that book, if I had read that book before reading Fearless, before reading Fearless would have made more sense. Like, it needs to be more of an, honestly, they could have mixed powerful with reckless, if that makes any sense. Because then I would have cared more, you know? Like, or you could have mixed powerful with powerless itself, and I would have cared more. Anyway, I'm in a bad mood. Can you tell? Can you tell? Anyway, I'm gonna go do things that make me happy, and I'll talk to y'all in a bit. So I just did a bunch of useful things. I know, go me. I actually made my TBR before the end of the month, and I have it almost completely edited, and I just made my thumbnail, which, you know, I kind of hate that thumbnail. I need to get better at actually taking pictures. I need to remember to do that this week for this video, because I'm just so bad at taking aesthetic photos, but I need them when I make thumbnails, and then I don't have them, and then I get stressed out because my thumbnails don't look good, and I'm like, no one's gonna click on this. Oh no. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Anyway, that's what I've been doing so far, and I think I'm gonna go drive over to my boyfriend's house, sit in my car, listen to Powerless, because I have my handy dandy post-it note that tells me what track I'm on and what disc, because that's the only way I'm gonna remember, because I can't keep my place in a regular book. How am I gonna remember in an audiobook? And I think I'm gonna bring my crocheting with me and just crochet in the car while looking at the clouds. I think that's gonna make me feel better, because my boyfriend is still working on stuff, and then we're gonna hang out, and maybe I'm gonna go into town, maybe I'm not, I don't know. I just need to get out of the house because I'm feeling depressed, and I figured it out. It's because of those clouds. You can't see them. Those clouds. It's all gloomy. Can you see how gloomy it is in this room? It is not fun, and I don't love it, and it's not making me happy. I'm not having a happy, fun time. I also remembered I didn't take my pills for like the past 2 days. Pills as in vitamins. I know magnesium is really good for my mental health, and when I forget to take it because I'm not in my routine, then everything gets messed up, and that's probably attributing actually really heavily to it. So took my vitamins. I also realized that my computer screen, because after I accidentally wiped all of the memory off my screen, I stopped having my personalized photos as my back screen. I've just been having the boring regular screen, and I never I just didn't care enough to change it because I was sad, and then I forgot to change it, and so now I'm like, I need to put something interesting on there, so I might tinker around with like a fun background. I don't know, we'll see. I'm having a day, but that's okay. You don't have to have some days sometimes, you know. Oh no, please do not have fallen all the way down that crack. I don't think I'll ever get you out again. I see it, I think. I don't see it, I think. Oh, that was very dumb. Oh, blessings. Oh, a dime. I desperately need to clean this car, apparently. Okay, found my needle. Lovely. Let's stick that in my blanket really quick so I don't lose it. I do not know what I'm doing right now. My boyfriend went off to go hang out with his cousin, which is fine, but I also had no plans for today besides hanging out with him, and so now I don't know what I'm doing. Because I kind of need to go into town, but at the same time, like, I don't know. But also, I got 2 subscribers today, and I'm kind of terrified because it's been within like 3 hours of posting my latest video, and let me just tell you, that's never happened before, ever, and I'm a little bit terrified about the power of the popular TikTok books and putting them in your title. Like, honestly, terrifying. But hi you 2 people who subscribed. You're lovely humans. What in the world am I talking about right now? Okay. I came here. I did some crocheting for a bit. As you saw, I watched my YouTube subscription feed. And then now I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what time it is. I didn't think to check because you're my phone and you're my time. I was listening to Powerful for a bit, which I'm actually really grateful that I'm listening to this before I'm going to be talking about this book, because I'm going to make a full-on video about this. I don't know how eloquent I'm going to be, but I have thoughts. That's for sure. I'm so tired. Okay, this video is me reading this. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I have made 0 more dents on this book, so I think I'm going to force myself to sit in this car, read this book for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to go on with my day, and I'm going to get some more editing done. I'm going to finish editing my TBR video, and then hopefully I can post it tomorrow or something like that, and we're all going to be fine. Everything's going to be hunky-dory, and I can stop stressing so much, because stressing is just the worst, honestly. Okay, I understand why it's taken me so long to get to this book. It's because the main character is so annoying. and I hate main characters where they're like, only personality trait is being stubborn and annoying. And teenage boys almost always are that way, and this is how this teenage boy is being, and it's driving me crazy. Like, if he doesn't get better within like 100 pages, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's not gonna be good for sure. It'll be fine. I'm probably just gonna stop reading this book. Alright, I'm on page 106, and it's getting really hot in this car. Surprisingly. It was so cold, and now the clouds have passed by, and it's blue skies again. Spring here is crazy. Oh, my hair. Alright, so, after that clip, I came back into here, and I did, you know, nothing that I was going to do, but I did finish the book, which means I only have 2 books left on my TBR, which is great, because I have 2 days left, ironically speaking. I'm making myself a sandwich. I liked that book, actually. After the first, like, 2/3 of it, I was able to see that, like, the main character was hiding things from the reader, like, and then stuff would pop up later. I'm like, okay, there's something he's not telling us. And so then you figure that out at the end, and it's like this big plot twist, and it actually was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It didn't make me mad, so 4 stars. It was kind of hard to get into, but I think I will enjoy the rest of the series because my boyfriend, honestly, he never misses. His recommendations are always spot on. So, that book's done. Check. Now I only have Remarkably Bright Creatures and the 3rd Howl's Moving Castle book. So now I just need to wrest the audiobook out of my boyfriend's grasp because I think he's about half of the way through, and so I can just listen to it while I'm at work, I guess. It's funny because we don't share a Libby account, but I signed into it for mine because I think I was like listening to a book or something. It's like, oh, I want to read that. I'm like, oh, here you go. Sign into it mine. So he started listening to my books, and so sometimes he'll be like, hey, I like this book, and I'm like, oh, did you start listening to it? Because it wasn't like on Libby, and he's like, yeah, I started listening to it. So I'm like, all right, I'll listen to something else, because Libby will like automatically sync to whatever position the person's listening to. So like technically we can listen to it at the same time, but it's like kind of hard to keep track of who's listening to what. So if worse comes to worse, I literally do have the library copy on my bedside table that I can just read. It's not that hard. But 1 book's done. Now I'm going to, I don't know, probably finish editing the 1 video I was editing, because I literally just need to do the music and it's done. I just got tired and I didn't want to do it anymore, so we'll get that done at some point probably. I also have a headache, which is probably because I haven't eaten any food or drank any water all afternoon. Not a good idea. I am feeling a bit better though. I really think it was because I kept forgetting to take my magnesium. I just have felt so bad the last like couple days, but I'm able to take it and I feel better. Who knew that actually taking your medicine makes you feel better each day? Revolutionary concept. I've had 0 appetite the last couple days since being sick because my stomach started hurting so bad, and then after like the initial wave of whatever's hurting me passed, it just like felt bruised afterwards, my stomach did, and so eating any food just horrible, sounded the worst. And my appetite's been slowly coming back, and the only thing that I've been craving for like 2-3 weeks at this point was hot dogs, which sounds terrible, and I agree it is, but it was because I've been eating like sandwiches with lunch meat, and sometimes at a certain point I get sick of something, and so at one point the lunch meat just like gave me the ick, and I still had half of a package left, and I'm like, I have to eat the rest of this. And so I was like, the second I'm done with this, I can go get hot dogs, and I can heat them up and eat it like a hot dog with bread and put like basically the same things on it, just like pickles and tomatoes and that sort of a thing. And so I had like hot dog sandwich. So good. Literally exactly what I've been wanting, and I don't want to eat any food at all right now. Like, I'm craving nothing really sounds good, but hot dog sandwiches do. So, you know, as long as my appetite's back, I really can't complain, but it's not the most healthy thing to like, I think. Hi guys, I'm finally done with work, and at work, I finally finished listening to House of Many Ways, and I gave it a 4.75 stars, because I liked it a lot, but it wasn't quite 5 stars, but I really liked that series, and if I reread it, it'd probably be a 5 star, but now that series is done. Go me. And also that means I have 1 book left. 1 book left on my TBR, which is Remarkably Bright Creatures, which is actually in my car right now, because I brought it when I was going to work, and I actually did end up reading some of it, I think this morning, and it's pretty good so far. Like, I was hooked after the first like 2 chapters. It's pretty interesting. I'm probably gonna read some more of it today, but I also want to get some editing done. We'll see what I end up getting done. But do you want to know what happened last night? Do you see this thing right here? I hit my head against it. Funny thing was, like 2 days ago, I was literally thinking, you know, it'd be really painful if I just, you know, hit my head on that in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh no, I'm never that close. My pillow's always blocking it. Nope. Bang. It's like right there on my head. And so, yeah, no, me. If I hit my head, I get a headache for the next like week and a half. And then a concussion happens. I don't know why I decided to sit down in the middle of that. I'm sorry. But then a concussion happens and then I just like feel terrible for a week. And so I completely forgot about this until I was washing my hair and I was like, I'm like, ow, that hurt. Bruise on my head. And now my head hurts quite a lot and I can feel the headache coming. And so I just had ice pack on my head for a while and that helped. So I think I'm going to keep doing that for probably the rest of the day. I'm just annoyed because I finally got over like feeling so terrible last week and now I'm going to have a horrible concussion. Not concussion, but just like headaches because I hit my head, you know, it's not fun. It's really not fun. Oh, I'm on the 3rd CD of Faith. I keep thinking it's Faithful because the last one's Fearless and for some reason my brain thinks it's either Fearful or Faithful, but no, it's Powerful by Novella. And I'm about, I guess I'm a little bit more than halfway through now. And let me tell you, it felt like a reward. Honestly, oh great, now my desk is chipped. It felt like a reward to go to the next CD. If I invest in a CD player, I might listen to CDs more often. But it would have to be an audiobook where they don't talk so slow because my goodness, I just cannot stand it. I really, really can't. But anyway, I'm almost done with that one. And as I've been reading it and thinking about it, I'm coming up with more ideas for this video I'm gonna do and it's gonna happen. I'm pretty much committed at this point. That has been my day so far. And now I'm gonna go get out the door, do all the things I can possibly do before this headache hits in full force because when it hits, it's not gonna be fun. I can already tell. I already took some pre-ibuprofen and when it hits really bad, I'll probably take another one. This is gonna be a lovely day. I also desperately need to trim my hair because, you know, split ends and everything. There are just so many split ends and like specifically this section because that's where like my layers are because I give myself layers and I actually kind of need to fix the layers now because these are so grown out. Look at that. That is like the remnants of my bangs. It's so long. These were like this long not too long ago. I'm proud of them. I'm very proud of them. My hair is growing too. It's a little bit longer than the last time I checked it and I'm so grateful because I just hate my hair being so short and I think after it grows out this next time I don't think I'm gonna have to chop it as short ever again. Hopefully, you know, eventually I'm probably gonna be like, oh my goodness, short hair, I need it so desperately, and then I'll chop it all off, and then I'll get mad at myself because, you know, I'll inevitably want my hair long again, but that's what's been going on. My hair is also like, I don't know, it's been doing stuff lately, and it looks like it wants to curl, like it threatens that it's gonna curl, and so I'm like, oh sure, let's let it curl, and then it's straight. And then whenever I let it dry and I don't do a single thing to it, it's like, I relish in this freedom. I don't like anything on me. I don't want you to look at me while I'm trying to curl. And then it's the curliest it's ever been. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I'll give you an update. We have, what's today? Tuesday. Tomorrow is the 30th, so it's the last day of the month. So if I read Remarkably Bright Creatures in the next 2 days, I'll finish my entire TBR, which, to be honest, I did not think I was going to do that this month. So I'm proud of myself. Very, very proud of myself. Hopefully I can finish. If I don't, I cannot make this a big deal because it does not matter like one little bit at all. I really want to finish though, so let's go see how much we can read. All right, I got my videos edited, uploaded, all that stuff, downloaded clips, and now I'm at the store because I need to get breakfast for tomorrow because I was at the store earlier today, forgot to get myself something to eat for breakfast. I was at the store yesterday, forgot to get myself something to eat for breakfast. I was at the store like 3 days ago. Forgot to get something. So I just walked into the store 5 seconds ago, right? I was like, all right, this is a long decision, by the way, because this store doesn't have the bagels I like. So it's like, okay, I'm going to do cereal this week. Not a huge decision, right? So I walk in this store. The first thing I see is a girl I knew from high school and her fiance. And I was like, nope, turn it around because that's not something I want to deal with right now. You know, that is a can of worms I did not want to deal with a headache. because boy do I have a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the other grocery store. I'm gonna go get bagels, and instead of getting the things that I decided, I might go get some other food for dinner. Is this a big deal? Absolutely not. Is my brain making this into a big deal? Yeah, and I hate it. I also left my audiobook in my room, and I'm really deeply regretting it because I really wanted to listen to my audiobook. Also, I see them coming, so we're gonna just turn around. They were in the store for way less time than I thought they were going to be. They also walked right past where my car was. This doesn't matter. If they see me, it's not the end of the world. We're still on amiable terms. Okay, we're going to the other grocery store because honestly, I do want bagels, so. Well, oh, it's plumping. I didn't realize that. I checked like every single one. Oh, I didn't mean to get a plumping gloss. I found one on sale that makes complete sense as to why it was on sale now. Cool. Well, I guess we get to see what a plumping gloss feels like. I've never ever even wanted to try one of these before, and now I accidentally bought one because I thought it was a regular lip gloss. I checked. Now I feel dumb because there was a darker one and it was also a plumping gloss, and if I was gonna accidentally buy a plumping gloss, I might as well gotten one that was a little bit darker because light shades don't even show up on my lips. Well, I guess we're gonna see. And if I don't like it, I can give it to my sister. That was one of the best things about having a younger sister. Oh, I am not excited, actually. It's really shimmery, by the way. It's called the e.l.f. Plumping Gloss Colored. Okay, it does not tell me what the color is. Cool. I was really excited, actually. I was like, oh, I made some good decisions today, accidentally. And now I am unexcited. Do we need more? It tastes good. I feel nothing. Should I feel nothing? Oh, I spoke too soon. I feel something, but it's not like painful tingly, which is nice. Okay, it's getting into slightly painful tingly, but it's not cinnamon tingly, which is what I was worried. It's more minty tingling, which I can handle minty tingling. Now I feel like ridiculously dressed up because I have really shimmery lips with nothing on my face, but that'll be fun for videos because I actually really wanted something that was a little bit more shimmery, so it'll be fun. And it was cheap. It was only $2. It's not hurting though, which is good. I don't think it's doing anything. Yeah, it's doing absolutely nothing. All right, I don't regret my choices anymore.
But you're taking me north again, Hamish. Why? She folds her arms and waits.
This book
I'm going
is
to have to tell
hurting
you
me
something,
so
but it's all over.
badly.
The hedge.
I started listening to it at work today because I honestly couldn't wait another day to listen to this book. And I was at work, and just like the first, I don't know, hour of it, I was just there like by myself, and I was like on the verge of tears. And I'm like, if I start crying this early into the book, what's gonna happen later in the book when I want to cry and I'm still at work? Because I don't want to listen to anything else. I just want to listen to this. So I've been holding back tears all day long, and I fear the ending because it's coming so soon. I have like maybe an hour and a half of this book left. I fear it's gonna emotionally destroy me. This is Sunrise on the Reaping, by the way, by Suzanne Collins. It's the second prequel, I guess, technically. It hurts so bad, but like I understand why she's writing this book. I read somewhere that she said that she only writes a book when she has something to say, and I can see what that means from the original series and from the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and then from this book specifically. I get it. I think there's a reason why The Hunger Games was so good, is because it's not just like dystopian fluff. It actually means something. Like, she had something she was writing about, and the ending hit so hard because it feels true to life. It feels true to the way that these people would react to this if they were put in that situation, and it hurts so badly to read. Like, honestly. Anyway, I've had a day emotionally listening to this, and I'm gonna go finish this book and probably bawl my eyes out. That was the best epilogue I've ever listened to in my entire life, and also one of the saddest books I've read, but also happiest books I've read in so long. 5 stars. Obviously, I need to go recover, but also I have like 8 hours left before the end of today and this month. So if I finish Remarkably Bright Creatures, I finished my TBR, but apparently I needed this experience today first. That hurt so bad to read, but now I just want to reread the whole series. Good book. that serious. I need to go calm down. Actually gonna read the book that I said I was gonna read time. Woot woot. As much as I'm interested in this book, I'm not interested enough for the swearing. It's swearing quite a lot more than I thought I was going to. I got my handy dandy whiteout, but you know. Oh, I need to go close my car windows. It's raining. So I ended up talking to my sister instead of finishing this book. I'm not even close. It is 11:39, 11:40 right now, and I'm going to bed, and I'm only 50 pages in, and honestly, I might just DNF it. I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling in the morning. If I still want to keep reading it, I might read a couple more pages. But as it is, I did not complete my TBR, but you know what? I completed everything but this book, which I didn't think I was going to get to this book anyway, so we're calling it good. And now I'm going to bed because I'm tired, and I'll give you a recap of all the books I read tomorrow in the morning because I'm tired. Good night. I'm going to adjust this. Okay, that looks decent. Guys, my hair looks, it doesn't look quite as bad on video, thankfully. It's terrible because it's been in the conglomeration of teeny tiny braids up top combined with a big braid at the back that I don't care what it looks like, and so it has like random crimp lines. Horrible. Hate it, but you know, there's nothing I can do because I'm tired, and honestly I don't care that much. Okay, we're gonna end this video, the April thing, so I'm gonna give you a little wrap up summary of all the books that I read in this book, in this video, and then I'm gonna go do something else with my day because I'm tired. I also need to film like 5 other videos. That's an exaggeration. It's probably only 1, but you know how it is. Yesterday, I did not, in fact, finish reading Remarkably Bright Creatures, and honestly, I'm at that point where you pick up a book and you're like, I literally do not care about this book. Like, when it's down, the only thing I'm thinking about is I should probably finish that book instead of I'm really interested. So honestly, I might just donate it. I'm gonna read some Goodread reviews and decide if I care that much, because it also has more swearing in it than I thought it was going to, and I don't like swearing in books. And then also my whiteout thing, I lost the cap for it, and so if I'm going to take this book out of the house, I have to figure out how to take that thing out of the house without ruining everything because it doesn't have the cap. It's a whole thing. So I'll see. But basically, I did not finish my TBR. But honestly, I didn't think I was going to finish this book anyway, so I'm not mad about it. But technically I didn't finish, but I did read almost everything else. So here is my little TBR shelf finished, and here's Remarkably Bright Creatures, and I just did like a, what is that called, stripes pattern to show that I didn't finish it, and honestly I kind of really like it, so I'm gonna keep doing that for future months because there's no way I'm gonna read all the books in my TBR every single month this year. It's not gonna happen, and that's okay. I need to give myself permission to not be perfect, because as a wonderful YouTuber I just listened to said, perfection is for losers who can't accept that okay is good enough, by David Achu. I discovered him like 3 days ago, and I've been watching him nonstop, basically, his entire channel, and he's so funny. Anyway, go watch him. If you're watching me, there's more than a likely chance that you have seen any of his videos because he's way bigger than I am. But anyway, you know what I mean. Yeah, okay. What is it called? Books I read in this video. So the first book I finished, I think, was Squirrel Meets World, and this was on my spring TBR. Finished it. I gave it 4.5 stars. It was really cute. It was fun. I think I'm going to read the second book at some point. Listen to it, I mean, because, you know, half these books I listen to them. That one was fun. I liked it quite a lot. I would recommend that one probably majorly probably from like middle school up. Like, I still had fun with it. My boyfriend also listened to it and he liked it, but it's not a revolutionary book, but it was a very cute Marvel-esque book, and it's the first time I think I've read a Marvel book, because I'm not a Marvel comics person. I just like watch movies. Speaking of movies, they announced that Spider-Man has a new one. I'm so excited to see Tom Holland and Zendaya in another Spider-Man movie. Like, please give it to me. I need it in my bones. Also, when in the world is a third Spider-Verse coming out? Anyway, that's beyond the point. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Squirrel Girl one. That one's, it's just a cute book about a girl who, it doesn't even explain how she's half squirrel. I guess she was just born half squirrel, and she has a squirrel tail and a bunch of squirrel abilities, and I guess they might talk about that more in the second book, but it was a really cute book, and, you know, just a typical Marvel superhero plotline. On this TBR, I read On the Fence by Casey West, 5 stars. Obviously, love that book. I was saying that it reminded me a little bit of, like, Pick Me Girl. Not Pick Me Girl, it's the I'm not like other girls kind of a thing, and it does definitely give that a little bit, but it is good. There was a couple things in this time I was reading it that I was like, before I read this, I don't think I used my critical thinking skills, because that doesn't really quite make sense, but it's okay, it's still a vibe. It's so nostalgic, because I read all these books before COVID, and then I listened to all of them during COVID, along with the Hunger Games books, and so Casey West, Hunger Games, Sarah and Eden remind me of that happy time, because COVID for me, so much fun. Loved it because I got to sit at home and read books when I was supposed to be in school, and it was just amazing. Made me so happy. So anyway, it's just nostalgic at this point. Then I listened to Oversea Under Stone by Suzanne Cooper. This is the first book in the Dark is Rising sequence, which I think I've already talked about, but you know, it's fine. It was good. It was definitely, how I described it to my boyfriend was, it's a treasure map following book. They find a treasure map and they follow it to get to the end. And I'm not like the biggest fan of those kind of books. This one was good. But my problem with those kind of books is you never don't find the treasure. I'm never on the edge of my seat like, oh, are they gonna find the treasure? Are they not gonna find the treasure? They always find the treasure. Like, it's gonna happen. They're gonna find the treasure. And it's good. It was just very much, it felt like YA, but how kind of in between like C.S. Lewis, how his books have that kind of like, yeah, they have a vibe to them, you know. It kind of felt more modernized, but it's still closer to that book than like modern middle grade. So I did enjoy it. It still felt, I don't know, it still felt like a good book, and I am interested to see where it goes because there was a pretty big not big cliffhanger, but like threads they can pull on for future books. So I'll read the rest of them eventually, but that one has a 3.5 star. Then I picked up Sister of the Bride by Beverly Cleary. I think I told you eventually I gave this one 4 stars because I just was not feeling good. I was not feeling good when I finished this book, but looking back, it also wasn't like my favorite because the ending kind of feels like inconclusive almost, like, because the main character isn't really the one who the love story's for. Like, she does have a love story technically, but it's not like the huge point of the whole book, and so it kind of feels like she's just a witness to all these problems and her sister's marriage stuff that's going on, and it's very interesting. I still love it. I still recommend it. I'm still gonna give it to my sister to read, but it wasn't my favorite Beverly Cleary book, but I still really loved it. I reread Reunion by Ali Condi, and this is exactly what I needed at that point of time, and I love this book with my whole soul. And I've already ranted about this too many times, but 5 stars, of course, again. And if you want a book to read, please read these. Like, I love these with everything in me. Like, I need more people to know that these exist and to read them specifically in my vibe of people. That kind of sounded dumb. Then I read The False Prince by Jennifer Aniston. Honestly, I did not think I was going to get to this book, but I'm glad I did because I really did enjoy it. I've thought about it since then, and I like the main character more than I thought I was going to. I kind of like the vibes of where this is going to go. There's quite a few things that can go, like, even love story wise, and I did enjoy it. Like, once I figured out the main twist of the book, I was like, okay, I'm on the side of this character now. Like, I understand why my boyfriend was like, you should read this book. So I will be reading the rest of the series. Cannot tell you when, but it will happen. So 4 stars. Then I finished listening to House of Many Ways by Diane Wynne Jones. Honestly, loved it. I gave it 4.75 stars because it wasn't quite a 5-star vibe to me, but it's like in between the two. Like, if I reread it, it'd probably go up to a 5-star, especially if I read it next to the rest of the Howl's Moving Castle. Because I think my problem was I was too far removed from the universe, because I read the other 2 books like 2 years ago. I read the second book maybe a year and a half ago or something like that, and the first book 2 years ago. So I was too far removed from the world, but I do really love this world. If I haven't seen the Studio Ghibli movie, though, surprisingly, I have not seen Howl's Moving Castle, and that was the whole reason why my boyfriend wanted me to read the book, was so I could watch the movie with him, and we just haven't watched the movie yet. So should do that at some point, but I really loved it. He also was listening to it, and he also really loved it. And then the last book that I read in this video was Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, and honestly, I am in a book hangover so badly, and also my eye is twitching right here, and it's driving me bonkers. Just so you know, I'm in a book hangover so bad because that book literally emotionally destroyed me, and every time I think about reading another book, I'm like, it's not going to be Sunrise on the Reaping, so literally what is the point? And I just don't know what to do with my life now, and I feel kind of empty. But it was so good. I don't think I explained this at all, but Sunrise on the Reaping is another prequel to the Hunger Games series, and it's the second one technically after Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it follows Haymitch's story, which in the original 3 books, he is Katniss and Peeta's mentor, and it is literally so good. I also read some of the reviews. Oh my goodness, this eye. Stop it, please. I'm too tired. It always twitches if I haven't slept very well, and I have not been sleeping very well. I read some reviews that said that they really wanted it to be him and seeing him progress through the years up until Katniss and Peeta, and I'm like, you know that these books are about the Hunger Games, right? Like, it's gonna be about his Hunger Games. You went into this thinking it was gonna be something completely different. It's not gonna be that. And honestly, I didn't think it was repetitive, because they're like, we already knew his whole story from Catching Fire. I'm like, no, you didn't. The whole point of this book is to show that media is so easily changed and altered, and the perception of truth is defined by what people say is the truth, and if you agree that it's the truth, it's the truth. And it was so brilliantly written, and it was so beautiful to read, and it was so sad, and if you read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, you know the Covey. I think that's how they say it in the audiobook. I don't know how in the world it's written. The Covey, which Lucy Gray, she was one of the Covey. She was the first victor of the Hunger Games. If you know this series, you know this series. If you don't, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, so they base the naming their children off of a song, and so Lucy Gray was based off one song. And so in this book, Haymitch has his girl, which you know in the very beginning of this book, you know that he has a girlfriend, and her name is Lenore. And Lenore was based off of the poem by, who wrote The Telltale Heart? I literally cannot remember, but the poem that's really famous, that's like, quoth the raven nevermore. If you ever had to read a poem in English class, you've probably read that poem at some point, but reading that poem specifically in the end of the book, because it comes up, literally was making me bawl, because it's been so hard for me to understand that poem, but hearing it in the context of this story made me understand it so deeply, and I was bawling my eyes out. And then my boyfriend passed me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm like, cool, I have 10 minutes left, and he's like, okay. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit painful to read, but I desperately want to reread all of the Hunger Games now, and I also really want to watch The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, because I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, that's all the books I read in this video. In me news, I am exhausted. I haven't been able to sleep because I've been having random pains just in my stomach, which is just literally the worst, and I think it's like since I had a horrible cramps cycle this time. I think it's like left over from that, just making my stomach hurt so badly, because you know everything hurts during that time. So I woke up in the middle of the night like 2 nights ago with a pain so bad I couldn't ignore it. You know how that is? And so I took ibuprofen, and it's not pain that I have to go checked out or anything like that. It's just like stomach pain. And I took some ibuprofen, I had some water, and I got an ice pack, and I literally couldn't go back to sleep for like an hour because it was just so painful. Like I'd start drifting off. I was that tired, and then it would hurt so bad I have to roll over and I'd wake up again. It was the worst, and I've just been like recovering from that basically. And yesterday I was gonna go to bed early, but then I came back and my sister wanted to talk, and I'm like, all right, let's talk, whatever. So we talked for like hours, and then it was 11:30, and I'm like, I have to go to bed, and she's like, okay. So I managed to go to bed by 12 last night, or it was like 12:15 or something, but I'm so tired. Moral of the story, that is how I'm feeling, but the rest of everything else has been pretty good. Also, I was crocheting. We'll talk to my sister last night, and there is a knot in my yarn. You know when like you pull a yarn and it like splurges out, you know, it's that big clump of yarn. Normally that doesn't bother me because I'm like, I can fix this, you know, just untangle it, it's fine. This stupid knot, I have no idea what's going on. I've gotten it almost all the way undone, but I think I have to pull more out of the middle to make it like completely undo. So I'm gonna have even more yarn splurs, and I'm gonna have to like it's exhausting, and I kind of really want to do it because it's fun, but like last night I was like, I can't do this anymore, I'm so tired. And that's when my eyes started twitching. It was last night when I was super tired. Anyway, that is the end of our video here, and I've read so many books. Oh, I forgot to give you an update on Powerless. As you can tell, I have been listening to it in multiple different sessions because it's just been in my car. I was gonna listen to it more when I got back home today. It didn't happen, that's why it's in my house instead of in my car. But I am on disc 3, track 20 out of like 28 tracks or something like that. So I'm almost done with this. And let me just say, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not obsessed, but I'm not hating it. I still think it is better than the rest of the series, but I do still think that if this was her plan all along, she could have telegraphed it like a gajillion times better and made this book another POV in Reckless. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you could have done that. You could have had this be another POV in Powerless. I would have been totally fine with that. And you could have just had that, oh, I just totally ruined something. Never mind, we're redacting that really quick. You could have done so many different things with this, and I would have liked to. Anyway, I'm gonna do a full video about this. I already told you about this, but it's gonna happen. I have so many ideas bouncing through my brain. So many ideas. Anyway, that has been our little video here. And I'm proud of myself for finishing like 90% of my TBR, because honestly, at some point in the month, I was like, I'm not reading a single one of those books, am I? So, we're done. Thankfully, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go film the next video I have to film because, you know, my daylight's running out. which is always fun. Thank you for coming along with me. I now have 53 of y'all, which is crazy. I got another one literally today. So hello, person on the internet that is watching my stuff. You're so very welcome here. And also, if you have any books you want me to read, let me know and I will read them. Anyway, goodbye, y'all.